Hey, B30. So we are on January 13th. So that's the equivalent to, I believe, almost 3 weeks of a semestered course. That's quite a bit. We're cruising along here. So it's very important that during a quint uh, term that you stay on top of your courses, especially if you're taking two at this time, that you get those smaller assignments out of the way and work on your larger, so you have more time to spend on your larger assignments. So in our class, we have shooting an elephant, Yoda quotes, and abbreviations. Those are the three smaller assignments that have already been assigned. And shooting the elephant is done. Okay. Um, if you have not submitted, and there were about 6 of you, uh, please get that in for at least a mark. And so we have the evidence that you have submitted your work. And because it's better than an NHI or not handed in. And Yoda quotes and abbreviations. And that was assigned by the substitute teacher, which is fine. We get that off our plate anyways, so that's good. So that's due on Thursday, the January 14th for day one, and the 15th on Friday for day two. So be sure that you get that in on time and off your plate so you can spend more time on your research project. If you have any questions about the research project, please let me know. Uh, it it may seem a little overwhelming when you look at it, but once you start working at each section, it doesn't. It's not going to be overwhelming. If you maybe leave the prologue and the epilogue till last and focus on the other areas, especially depending on which part of the curriculum you're going to focus on, whether it's the search for self or the social experience. So be sure that you watch that video. I believe it was January 7th video explaining the project in a little more detail, especially which side of if you choose the left side, that's your search for self. If you choose the right side, that's your social experience. So be sure that you're paying attention to that. Always cite your sources. Okay. You do not want to plagiarize. You do not want to submit a project without giving credit to the source you have borrowed the information from. Breathe. Okay. So please get that in and always validate. So whenever you state an idea, an opinion, a thought, um, any response that you make, you need to validate it. And so just like we did with shooting an elephant, you validated your responses by finding an example in the essay to support your responses. So please be sure you are practicing that over and over and over again, because that's going to be very important and crucial to your post-secondary success next year or the year after, whenever you choose to go to post-secondary. So be sure to follow the MLA 8 formatting. I have that guide in your course outline booklet. It's also in the LibGuide. It's also on Google Classroom. So there should be no reason why you cannot cite correctly. And I've been preaching that every single day. Okay, it's even on the board in the classroom. So be sure you are following those guidelines. That's the worst thing you can probably do with any assignment and research project is not give credit to your sources. Okay, so that we have Cola Conquest next week, and that will be the consumerism portion of the course. And if we were doing Lord of the Flies, it would fit in very well with the consumerism approach in that novel. But we do see it in Animal Farm as well. And so there's a nice tie to that. And you get to have some fun with whichever product you want to promote, whichever cola product you want to promote. So you can do an advertisement, and of course you're using an original slogan or motto, and you can easily search that up to see whether or not your motto has been used or not. And or you can do a commercial. Those are fun. And the last two quints, the commercials have been amazing. They've been very creative, original, and even funny. They've been so have some fun with it, and you can do your commercials up to 3 people. Of course, during this pandemic, keep your distancing. Of course, and masks will be required if you cannot maintain your distancing. I think that's about it for now. And don't forget, for graduation information, please check out the graduation Google Classroom, and be sure that you are up to date with that information as well. So we will have some counselors coming in to talk about your graduation requirements, and be sure you are getting those credits as well, because you need those graduation credits in order to graduate. Okay, so be sure you are taking all this in, and if you have any questions, please let me know. If you are struggling with anything, please let me know as well. Before you go though, I'm going to go to my YouTube channel, and once I find it, okay, here we go. And so this is the Google Classroom, and if I can get there. There we go. Okay, so be sure you go to the YouTube channel, watch the videos, and there's all the videos. I would go to the playlists and click playlist, and there's audiobooks available for you if you need to re-listen or listen again to the text, so you could fully understand it, especially if the Shakespearean language is a little challenging at times, and it can be. Be sure that you are using those audiobooks for Hamlet and Animal Farm. When we get to TED Talks at the end of the quint, I will be watching those videos that I've done in the past to help you prepare for that. And you can be working on your TED Talks ahead of time, just so you are ready to go. And you can use your research project as a platform for your TED Talk too. So most of the work is done. Okay, so multitask. But you're looking at Hamlet B30, and so if you click that link, all the videos I've done for Hamlet in the past 3 terms are there. So I'm not making brand new ones unless I have to clarify some things, but all the other information's there. So you know, the wheel's already been invented, so it's all there. And so click on those playlists, and you can get your information if you are not in class, or if you need more time to spend on that information, or to get that information. Okay, so if you have any questions, again, please let me know, and take care out there, and especially with the weather, and we'll see you next time. Bye.